Hello students. Today in this video we will start history chapter 2, that is nationalism in India. Regarding nationalism in India, in this chapter basically the various satyagraha movement and other freedom struggle movement are associated with Mahatma Gandhi and other contemporary leaders. So first we will discuss about the First World War and its impact, then idea of Satyagraha by Mahatma Gandhi, then three successful Satyagraha movement by Mahatma Gandhi and the Rowlatt Act. So let us start with the articles nationalism in India. In the years after 1915, we see the national movement spreading to new areas, joining new social groups and developing new methods of struggle. In this chapter, basically the different movements and struggle or by various freedom fighters, especially Mahatma Gandhi, and their impact. So first is the First World War and its impact on India. It is described in 5-6 points. First of all, the war created a new economic and political situation. Economic changes occurred, political changes occurred. It led to huge increase, large amount of increase in defense expenditure, which was managed through war loans, and increased taxes. Custom duties were increased and income tax was introduced. It was the first time during First World War that income tax, before that income tax was not there. So First World War gave rise to income tax. Another point, through war years, prices increasing doubled between 1913 to 1918, leading to extreme hardship for the common people. Prices of everything doubled. So it was very difficult for a common man to meet their daily needs. Next, villages were called upon to supply soldiers, and forced recruitment in rural areas caused widespread anger because youth from the villages were recruited into British army to fight and support them. In 1918-19 and 1920-21, crops failed in many parts of India, resulting in acute shortage of food, and it was accompanied by an influenza epidemic. Influenza, it is a virus causing disease in which generally people have fever and blowing nose, watery discharge from the nose. According to census of 1921, 12 to 13 million people died as a result of famine and epidemic. So this was the impact of First World War on India. After that, Mahatma Gandhi returned to India in 1915 from South Africa, where Gandhiji successfully fought against the racial discrimination and which he called the Satyagraha. Similar Satyagraha movement he thought of launching in India. So what was the basically idea of Satyagraha movement? Mahatma Gandhi emphasized the power of truth and non-violence and suggested that if the cause was true, if the struggle was against injustice, then physical force was not necessary to fight the oppressor. Second thing, Gandhiji said that without seeking revenge or being aggressive, a satyagrahi could win the battle through non-violence. And this could be done by appealing to the conscience of the oppressor and be persuaded, chased to follow, to see the truth without use of violence. And finally, Gandhiji said that by this struggle, truth was bound to ultimately victory. Mahatma Gandhi believed that this dharma of non-violence could unite all Indians. That's why Mahatma Gandhi emphasized over the path of non-violence and truth. Then, on the following principles, Gandhiji launched three successful satyagraha movements in India after 1915. The first was on 19 April 1917, Champaran Satyagraha movement. Students, here a lot of confusions are there. In some old books, it is Champaran movement is mentioned 1916. But so you make a correction that it was actually started in 19 April 1917, Champaran, Bihar. This movement was against reluctant plantation, that was indigo. Britishers were forcing the farmers to plant indigo. This indigo was basically planted and it was used to extract, to dye the cotton cloth, coloring the cotton cloth with its seed and color, due to which the acute shortage of edible crops occurred and farmers started suffering due to famine. Second was 1917 Kheda in Gujarat. It was again a farmers satyagraha movement. In 1917, Mahatma Gandhi organized the farmers of Kheda district in Gujarat, which was affected by crop failure and plague epidemic. Plague is a disease caused by rat. The peasants of Kheda failed to pay the revenue and were demanding the revenue collection to be relaxed. In such a case, Mahatma Gandhi appealed to the British authority that if there is no production, crops are failed, then why tax or why revenue? It was also a successful satyagraha movement. It was the second satyagraha movement by Mahatma Gandhi. Third was 1918 cotton mill workers movement in Ahmedabad. When Mahatma Gandhi went to Ahmedabad, Gandhiji noticed that the conditions of cotton mill workers is very horrible. They are ill treated. They are asked to work for longer hours. Wages were low. So Gandhiji organized the cotton mill workers and there was a massive strike and all cotton mills once locked down. Now these 3 points, Champaran Satyagraha movement, Kheda Satyagraha movement and Ahmedabad Satyagraha movement, these are also important for map work. So you have to learn, understand and identify these places on the map with their subject. That subject of Champaran movement, subject of Kheda movement, subject of Ahmedabad Satyagraha movement and etc. And today's lecture's last article is the Rowlatt Act of 1919. With the continuous success of Gandhian Satyagraha movement, 1917 Champaran, again 1917 Kheda, 1918 Ahmedabad, British government thought of to control on these ever growing Satyagraha movement. So in 1919, the Rowlatt Act was passed. Now, three features I'll describe over here. What exactly the Rowlatt Act meant. This act was passed hurriedly through the Imperial Legislative Council despite the united opposition of Indian Congress members. Second, it gave the government enormous power, British government enormous power to repress political activities. It allowed detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years. In such a case, the act was called an unjust act and it was reacted. Rowlatt Act was reacted in India in the following ways. Gandhiji decided to launch a nationwide strike against the proposed Rowlatt Act. Gandhiji wanted a non violent civil disobedience movement against such unjust laws. Rallies were organized in various cities. Workers went on strike in railway station workshops and shops were closed down. This is how people reacted against the Rowlatt Act of 1919. So, thank you very much and continue listening and reading, understanding the